So when I loaded this chapter, I couldn't help but notice that its title was Morphobia? Morphobia, which I believe is derived from the Kafkaism metamorphosis, which essentially means it's the fear of having your body changed into something else. Now that's all bollocks, but it might be true and it made me sound really smart.
I found out what special quality those kids had. They had exceptionally developed visual perception, visual and aesthetic. For them, the shape, color, and the like of surrounding objects was of critical importance. Some things were beautiful in their eyes, others the definition of ugly. And here's the kicker. They were always in consensus. But it was that very ability that ultimately became their plight. The particulars, however, I still do not know.
Interesting. Why is this, like, active? Is it possessed by a ghost? What the fuck's going on? Can't use it, though, so I guess I'm walking back. It's not that far, I suppose. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, so the kids, it seemed, had some, like, acute synesthesia, some, like, weird ability that, like, transferred the visual aesthetics of things into numbers, and presumably that is what the scanner is based off. They used research from the kids to create the scanner thing that allows us to decide how big a number a flower has or whatever. Interesting. Very interesting. There's a lot of interesting... I guess I'll just keep saying the word interesting, shall I? Who needs a wide vocabulary? A lot of interesting lore in this game. There's a lot of good world building, a lot of cool shit going on in the background. It's a shame the game itself is just a bit what it is, isn't it? You walk around, you do some block puzzles, like... Don't get me wrong, I wanted something a bit more laid back, and this is definitely ticking those boxes. I'm not against the gameplay, it's just, you know, when you have a world as fleshed out as this, I feel like you could maybe build a really cool... I don't know what you building it really, because, I mean, the obvious answer for, you know, a big immersive world is to put a fucking open world sandbox action game in it, isn't it? But I'm usually pretty against those, so I don't exactly want to change my tone on that suddenly now, so I don't know. I just feel like maybe... No. You know what? Just because you've got a good narrative doesn't mean you have to have an amazing next level gameplay as well. You can just have a good narrative game. That's fine. That's fine. You can do that. I take everything I just said back. I apologise, Cradle. Hello.
Did you bring the battery?
Not yet.
Wait. Wait. Where did it go? What happened? What? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Where did it go? I never stashed it in my inventory, but I was just holding it in my hand. I never left or right-clicked, so I shouldn't have dropped it at any point. But I guess I did? I guess interacting with... Maybe when I interacted with the buttons on the platform, it made me drop the thing I was holding. Shit. I mean, I guess I can just load again, right, and get it back, but... Aha! I found a stick. Do you think this will do? Do you think this is an acceptable battery? I could do some battery with it. A Saltum battery. That's my level of humour now. If I can't make a pun out of it, why even bother? Okay, we got to cross our fingers, cross our toes, cross our legs and arms and any other parts of crossable body. That this thing is just like... that safely in my inventory and head back again. Good thing I I put two and two together there. Could very easily have just lost that completely. It's very small. Very, very small. We'll get back to Ida, and everything will be okay. She'll get her juice, and she'll become supercharged, and suddenly know all the answers to all of life's questions. Try so hard not to reference Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy right now. I'm not going to be that guy. I will not just reference nerdy thing every time I have the opportunity to reference nerdy thing and pretend that that's humour. I'm above that. Come on, I'm better than that. It's 42. I can't get over this skybox. I know I keep fucking prattling on about it, but like, it's like, it is a drastically different art style to the rest of the game, but it doesn't like look wrong. It's very clever. Very clever that they managed to pull like this like weird, like almost cel shaded, like painterly skybox off on what is quite a realistic, you know, looking art style otherwise. It's good. Well done. Well done. Hey, I'm back. I brought the thing. I did it this time, see?
Did you bring the battery?
Here it is, let's replace it.
Here it is. Let's replace it.
My reading was better.
Go ahead. But you'll need to switch me off first.
All right.
Here come the shakes again.
Well, no way around that.
Yep. Shut me down.
See you in a minute.
Can you imagine asking someone to turn you off? I mean, I guess it's just like sleeping, right? But still feels mighty weird to me. It's being like, yeah, I'll just turn off. No room here. I need to free a slot. E? E. Now, which one's which? Presumably the first one was the... Yeah, cool. He says. Not turned it back on yet, but hopefully that's gonna work out nicely. Here's your boobs, and up you get. We good? You're not gonna explode again, are you? Look what I got. Everything cool? Everything okay? Any sort of reaction to anything at all?
Two attacks in one day. I'm breaking records.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Well, did you find out anything?
Yes.
Did you find your number?
My number? Oh, no, not yet. But I did learn what the children were treated for. Remember I told you that the shape of objects was important to them?
I do.
Well, their illness was called morphophobia, fear of a shape, or to be more precise, an aversion to it.
That makes sense.
What kind of shape?
The human body. They couldn't stand the sight of a human body. That was their disease.
Is that the disease? Like the disease? The big one that they were all moved out of human bodies to deal with. It was morphophobia. That's a plot twist if that's true. I feel like this is a separate thing, but if this is like, if that's actually the case, like the entire human race suddenly just started hating their bodies. They just got like serious dysphoria out of nowhere and were just like, fuck it, we need to be robots now. That is wild.
What do you mean that they couldn't stand it?
They would literally get sick, vomiting at the sight of any person. Their teachers, doctors, passers-by, their own parents, even seeing each other in the mirror.
Seeing themselves in the mirror, surely. Right?
What did they dislike so much about the human body?
We never did find the answer. The children weren't able to articulate their feelings. First of all, they were really young, And secondly, they were unable to communicate at all with anyone. Any attempt at communication caused suffering and psychogenic vomiting.
That's rough, man. That's rough. I've noticed like the transport platform that brings people out to this facility has the seats arranged in a circle, so they will be seeing a lot of human bodies as they were brought here. They'll just be staring at each other. Were they like blindfolded or something to avoid it?
What an unusual disease.
Yes, which is why the treatment was likewise unusual. Now I know the purpose behind those strange activities. Playing with cubes, collecting parts, and so on.
So why were they assembling an M-body on stage?
To cultivate in the children a positive association with the sight of a human body. They were using those bits to independently assemble a fairy tale character, a positive character. And thanks to their efforts, a young woman would take the stage, the defender of beauty, protecting a blossoming garden from a wicked witch.
The witch symbolized ugliness?
Evidently. Beauty would triumph over ugliness, and the children rejoiced at their involvement in bringing about a happy end. Bit by bit, their repulsion toward the human body was thus dislodged from their psyches, replaced by a new mindset, which filled the human body with beauty and goodness.
Well, then why were they all... That's the question I was about to ask. Why did they need the transfer then, if they cured it?
But why did they need to go through a transfer?
The transfer anchored this mindset. All the emotional experience obtained at the Gerbera Garden would anchor only in a new body. Otherwise, the therapy had no effect.
That's weird. Yeah, we will put you through therapy, but it won't work if you're in your flesh prison. We need to put you in a cold steel robot form before therapy will have any effect on your brain. It's almost like the brain that they get put into isn't a brain at all and merely programming, or perhaps like a copy of an original brain. You see what I'm getting at?
I see. And the cubes? What was their purpose?
The cubes have an extremely simple shape. Playing in the pavilions blunted the kids' excessive sensitivity. Their psyches were being simplified so as to start sewing in them trivial categories: good and evil, beauty and ugliness. Because their perception developed in an anomalous manner, the kids saw the world of shapes very differently, in a way that grown-ups could never understand. And there was no other way to save their lives other than to make them simpler.
I'm still having trouble understanding.
Hold on. Meyer. Hennebish. My name is Ida Meyer.
Oh, wow. I thought you needed a number, though. I don't think a surname is much use.
You remembered?
I found a journal. It contains my data. Here. Ida Meyer, age 26, City of Geneva. My personal number. And a date. August 15th, 2058. What year is it, by the way?
76.
Whoa. So, I'm a psychologist from Geneva, and I've been lying in Mongolian soil for 18 years.
In a candy box. And not in soil, but in sand.
Very well, in sand. And now I'm in a flower vase, trying to verify my number. Only, damn it,
What?
it's not working. The network interface, I can't get online.
I guess the vase doesn't integrate with the web.
Hennebish, there's another network terminal, underneath the TV. It's functional, only without power. If you can power it up, I'll be able to get online.
I'll try. Let's see how the wiring's done.
Network terminal. Under a TV. Is this a big Wii sensor bar? Was this guy fucking playing some Wii bowling to pass the time out in his yurt? Wires. I can't seem to interact with this at all. Not even when I'm up close and personal with it. There's a couple of extra plugs I can maybe plug things into. Does she have a wire I can plug into? I can plug into that? Do you need a wired connection for this? Is the Wi-Fi playing up again? Oh, the TV in here. Tab. Help Ada connect to the web. Run power to the network terminal underneath the TV, then turn it on. Put the batteries in the box under the awning. What? What's that last bit? What's that last bit again? What batteries in the box under what awning? Run power to the network terminal. Okay, so this is a network terminal, but it needs power. Right? Well, it is plugged in, but this, presumably, isn't playing ball. These? That's a satellite dish. That's not helpful. Box under the awning. Aha! Box is wired up. Batteries go in box. Electricity goes through wires into house, through socket, into network terminal. So where do we get the batteries? Put the batteries in the box under the awning. A lot of definitives going on around here. Batteries? What's that? Fucking nothing, isn't it? I've played with that before. Glasses. Batteries. Where might one find batteries? Aha! Very easy to drop things in this game, I'm learning. Gotta pay attention to when it happens. Oh. Okay. Well, it's like we need like 3 of the fuckers. More batteries. I mean, they're all going to be around here somewhere, right? I'm not going to have to go wandering off into the horizon to find a battery. Surely. Most assuredly not. Not one on the roof. No special roof batteries. Got something edible with an indistinct taste. Probably shouldn't eat just some shit you found on your roof. Probably not the smartest idea, if I'm honest with you, mate. I hate these boxes. I feel like they should be openable. Like everywhere. Oh, that was lucky. Busy bouncing boxes around, and look what I found. Right, just need battery number... Hooray! I'm not even going to look at that new task. I think I know what it is. We just go... The on button is jammed. That hasn't changed then.
Did you power up the terminal?
No, I didn't. Sorry. Sorry, I'm a bit useless at this. Help me to connect to the blah blah blah. Install a solar battery on the yurt's roof. I guess we're not done yet. What is a solar battery and where might I find one? Not this. Is this a solar battery? Here you go. Didn't like my gift? Fair enough, you don't have to be so rude about it, though. I feel like it's going to be out here somewhere, is it? Is it? If I just go up to the yurt's roof, maybe there's something I can fiddle with here. Stand is mobile, there must be something that attached to it. Like a solar battery, you think? Gonna be like a solar panel, is it? Mayhaps? Whoops. Yeah, I know there's more pressing matters to attend to, but I just thought I'd take a nap, to be honest, Ida. Just thought I'd dream of leaves. Just quite like leaves, to be honest, Ida. There we go. Feel better after that. Don't judge me. Humans have to sleep. We have things to do to recharge. You don't just have to stick a battery in or whatever. And I'm definitely human. Unequivocally human. You can't argue with my human nature. I'm going to talk about the fact that she was quite clearly shocked to see me when she first had her eyes installed. I'm sure that's nothing to worry about. I don't see the thing I need. I'm honest with you. I don't suppose you've got any helpful hints on this?
Up the terminal?
Let me understand something.
What?
How did the kids react to seeing a mechanical body?
The same way as an organic one. They puked.
But then how did they interact with the staff?
Their bouts of morphophobia were suppressed. The complex was equipped with these emitters. I don't know how they worked, but exposure to them enabled the kids to communicate with the staff as well as among themselves.
Got it.
Fascinating. That doesn't tell me where to find a solar thing, though. 3 days in Larza. Hmm. 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 Don't think that was the solution to my puzzle, but I've made the room more spacious. I've improved the feng shui of it a bit, you know. Is it just going to be like out in the weeds somewhere? Not really looked around this side of the house much, but I don't think there's... What the fuck was that? Can this game please stop giving me these weird, like... It's not even frame drops, I get like rewound a little bit when it happens. It's really annoying. It only started happening in like the last couple of episodes. Substance out of nothing. A curious physical phenomenon is being observed during experiments synchronizing neurochips with DNA copies. A condensate of unknown substance has been forming inside fully airproof sections of the resonating mechanism. Data gleaned from this chemical properties is sure to send shockwaves across the scientific community, researchers claim. Why did my wheelbarrow tell me that? Has someone carved that on the inside of the wheelbarrow? The fuck was that about? Fuck it. Fuck it. Oh, oh. Found it. Found it. It was sneaky and hidden. Really not that sneaky, it was right next to the place I'd just been depositing batteries, but yeah? Go on, what's the new one? Use the remote to switch on the terminal. Ah, because the button doesn't work. So where's the remote? This? I mean, the TV looks on. but you the remote? No. Remote. If I was a remote, where would I be hiding? In one of these drawers, realistically, but I'm not allowed to open those drawers, so... Is this, like, also a remote? No? Okay. I like how I can't pick my tablet up. It's fucking massive, to be fair. It's like the size of someone's torso. That is a big-ass fucking tablet. I don't think I could lift it. But I am a weedy little gamer. Knife. Remote. Remote. Where might you be hiding, Mr. Remote? Where might the remote dwell?
Did you power up the terminal?
No, I didn't. I didn't do it. I'm sorry. I didn't. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my damnedest over here. The stool's in the way. My drawers are full of things I'm not allowed to pick up. Presumably because I glued them all in place before I fell unconscious at the beginning of this game. That's my secret backstory. I'm just a psychopath who likes torturing his future self. I mean, the remote... Surely the remote isn't outside. Surely. Surely, though. It's not just going to be, like, amongst all this shit again, is it? Oh. What? What is this? I want to see the other side of it. And I never will. Alright. I refuse to believe the remote is outside. Oh, battery. I just like... like how it pushed the drawer closed. Oh, it was an interaction I wasn't expecting. I didn't realise there'd be like physics-based drawers. Figured they would just literally, you know, be moved from one position to another. Remote. Use the remote to switch on the terminal. Press that button. Did that help? Did that turn it on? No. No, it didn't. I think something obvious is going to happen when I turn it on. It's just all these things make little clicking noises, and I'm like, oh, that must have done something. But no, they just click. They just click and do nothing else. This fucking torch does nothing. Useless. This axe I'm not allowed to pick up because reasons. Polymer fluid for thermal processing of vegetarian blanks. That's not what it said, but I don't care. I don't care what it said anymore. Just want to find my remote control. Just want to watch the telly, to be honest. Want to see if there's a new episode of EastEnders on. Ooh, Keep wondering if it's like there's like something I can click on in one of these drawers that's gonna... Because you can click on different things within the drawers. It's not in there. Just the remote. That... Did that just go through the wall? Can't say I was expecting that outcome. Of all the things that could possibly have happened there, me being able to yeet the technology through the solid piece of matter was not top of the list. That wasn't my top expectancy. Open. I feel like it is going to be in one of these locked things, and I need to, like, find a key or something. And I mean, this shit has to do something, right? 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 That's better. It's too bright in here. Oh, it's Zambul and Sane. You know, those guys. And Great-Grandpa Dalhar. I know them. Big fans. They're big fans of me, I mean. I'm not a big fan of them. What did they ever do for me? I'm the one who's been solving puzzles made for children. In order to build my robot GF. If that's not impressive, I don't know what is. Is it under the bed? It's where the remote usually ends up. Down the side of the bed, under the couch, you know. These sort of places. Just got to be a little bit more perceptive. There is something under there. Looks like a pile of books or something. Ah, synthetic sterilant for phytocopier loading. Ah, ha, 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 I did it.
The reason is both
There we
simple
go.
and evident. Simultaneous existence of two copies of the same person gives rise to problems we are not prepared to tackle, as clearly demonstrated by the sorrowful experience of the recent past. For now, strict prohibition on duplication and forced deactivation of existing duplicates remain the only solution to the situation. Deactivated neurocopies are retired into secure storage facilities for likely reactivation in the future, when a legitimate solution is found. This is one of the cases when...
I was watching that. I'm trying to work out why, if you're put in a robot body, you would ever choose to have a receding hairline. Well...
Ida, our terminal burned down.
I know, but I managed to check the number in time.
You did? So what's the news? Are you going home?
The news is bad. I no longer have originals right. There's nowhere for me to go.
She's a duplicate.
Why?
I was restored. 3 years ago, Ida Meyer was confirmed dead and restored from a reserve neurocopy. She currently lives somewhere in Geneva.
We don't seem to have much luck. How did she die?
It says here, died in a disparatoxin emission in 2058.
This means you're now a duplicate?
Correct. My very existence is illegal.
Well, don't fret. We'll improvise.
Improvise?
Sure. We'll find you a normal body with legs.
With legs. And then what?
Then we'll live our lives, selling flowers.
Enibish, listen. When my battery runs out, I want you to put my flowers into secure warranty. I mean, into a glass cell, yes? That is a secure evacuation. I understand.
What?
What I mean is, please put my neurochip in a cell which... Enibish, into a camera of tides, or a camera of dreams.
What's with your voice?
I don't know.
Rude. Fucking rude.
A camera of tides? What are you talking about?
I'm malfunctioning somehow. My thoughts are out of order. I think it's over.
You need repairs.
I don't need anything, Inibish. I'll be put to sleep soon. Disconnected. And for a long while, I bet.
So, you've decided...
Yes. That is my decision.
So you wake up and go right back to sleep. Got it.
More like, wake up, get totally confused, then go back to sleep.
What are you confused about?
The explosion, for one thing. I haven't a clue how I'm connected to it.
You got caught in an emission. That's just bad luck.
No, Inibish, it's not that simple. I found another mention of my name, here, in the database, in the search history. Somebody was searching for information about me.
So what? What's so strange about that?
The fact that it was the only query for my name in the entire search history, made 20 minutes before the explosion.
Who made the query?
A man named Mark Daring. He's listed as transfer operator. The explosion happened on his shift. There's even a recording of it. And also, how curious.
What?
Going by the recording, there was an equipment breakdown not long before the explosion, at around the same time the query was made. Yes, I want to know what happened there.
What kind of a recording is it?
A report. It was saved automatically. It mentions some kind of a malfunction that, because it wasn't corrected in time, forced a modification in the transfer procedure. And no, I don't know the nature of the modification. I haven't yet figured it out.
Why do you even care? Is that really important now?
It is to me, because aside from these fragments of the past, I have more fragments of the past than... I mean...
Ida. Hey,
It happened again. I'm getting worse.
I'll repeat. You need repairs.
You need to know the cause of the problem before you can correct it, which I do not.
Could it be those processing errors you've mentioned?
Which errors?
You know, the ones that accumulate over time.
Impossible. I've just rebooted myself. They don't accumulate so quickly. Something else is happening here.
Your voice is changing.
If only it were just the voice. I'm at a loss. The reasons could be many. Could be my synchronizer is on the fritz. I've heard of cases when the neurochip malfunctioned due to a deteriorating link with the DNA. Either that or my neurocopy is failing. But if that's the case...
What then?
Nothing. Let's just hope it's the synchronizer.
Let's. Then we'll replace it with a new one.
Sure. There's a new one here in a small. Distance close.
Give me the pavilion number. I'll go and get it.
Is in 6 rooms soft.
Got it. And, don't go crazy just yet. Try.
Try.
Yes.
Well, this got really depressing, didn't it? So now instead of trying to, like, get her life back on track, our objective is to find out what caused her death before the remaining fragments of her brain completely deteriorate. Kinda sucks. Oh well. Gonna be more cube puzzles in the meantime, I suppose. Something tells me this synchronizer isn't going to be the magical fix that we're hoping for, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta try everything before we give up completely, right? Because the video game won't let us do anything else. And I'm liking this. I'm liking this game. I keep telling myself that over and over again, because occasionally it gets a little bit frustrating. There's occasionally something that's like, what was that design decision, you know? But honestly, yeah, the story is well written enough, and the entire narrative, the whole, as I say, the world building is very, very clever. There's a lot of interesting ideas that I've not seen before. Maybe that's because my knowledge of science fiction is somewhat limited, but you know, stuff that I'm not like that aren't super rote and overdone, which is cool. And yeah, I genuinely want to try and help this robot girl out. Like, that means the writing's doing its job, you know? So back to the pavilion again to solve more cube puzzles, which are, you know, the worst part of the game, but here we are. Someone's got to do. In Pavilion 6, she said, assuming she was giving me the right number. 2, 4, 6. Hope she's going to be focused enough to let me in, because otherwise this is going to be difficult. Suck me up the magic sucking tube. The elevator is out of order. I need to find another way of reaching the pavilion. Well, that's just dandy. Can't go up the slope because that's fucked too. So... What bullshit platforming are we going to have to pull off here for this one then? I don't think climbing up there is going to be much help. Give it a go, I suppose, but I don't think it's going to get us enough height to do anything worthwhile. Shit. Off to a great start already.
I figured out what kind of breakdown the report was referring to. During a transfer, the ability to speak was not blocked out for one of the kids. That is, he was talking to himself, to his own copy.
Is that what led to the explosion? Is it like a fucking... like a time loop thing? Not a time loop, you know, like when you talk to yourself in the past or whatever in time travel movies and it causes bad things to happen. Not that this is time travel or at all relevant to that, but I'm just trying to work out what went on. I'm intrigued. I no longer remember where. Is it up there? Is that where we want to be? Because I'm not up there. I have a bit of height, but not enough height. I only have minor height. And now I no longer even have that. My minor height has been snatched away from me. Defeat snatched from the jaws of slightly less defeat. I mean, I can go up a different one, maybe. Because that will get me to a similar height, and then maybe I can platform across from there? We want to be over the... Aha! 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 Yep, this is what we do. This is how we do it. Little, But this guy is willing to do a lot for his robot girlfriend, isn't he? He's a brave fella. I would just fucking pussy out at this point. This would be where I draw the line. I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to deteriorate, love. I'm not a fucking acrobat. I haven't had my Cirque du Soleil training that will allow me to get up here safely. God, it's not really any better once you get up here, is it? I don't know if I can fall through these holes, but I'm not going to risk it. God, the whole thing just makes creaking noises constantly, and I'm not a fan. There we go. Did it. Knock knock. Knock knock.
I see you. Go on in.
Thank you. Awfully generous of you. Letting me solve more cube puzzles for the benefit of fixing you. What's in this for me again? I no longer remember. Karma, maybe. Anyway, I'll see you for more karma next time. Bye.